I got a bad feeling already because every time we've done a college, it's a group of interests has always gone towards the evil category.
Maybe this will be the one to surprise us.
Maybe. Anyway, overview. The St. Christina College, CC, is a secondary school known to possess a large quantity of abnormal and supernatural objects. The organization was once registered in secondary school profiles published by the Hong Kong Education Bureau, and seemed to admit students through standard application procedures and by several other avenues. According to the contents of the profile overview, St. Christina College was founded in Kowloon, Walled City, Hong Kong, in 1952, and moved to a new school campus at Sha Tin District, Hong Kong in 1991. However, the Foundation has yet to find evidence of the existence of the organization's campus. Current information shows that their buildings are located in an extra-dimensional space. The mission statement of CC is raise the most outstanding pillars of society through the most advanced resources, exemplified by their collection of large amounts of anomalous items through unknown methods, applied to their buildings, academic courses, and extracurricular activities. Certain data shows that while the organization's education content is largely similar to all known secondary education plans, courses also touch upon the creation and application of anomalous items. Most of the anomalous objects that are related to CC are teaching materials that are once pending to be transported to our organization, and the works released by their students such as CN050, which is now deleted, and CN009. The founder of St. Christina College is an unknown person of interest called the principal. Recovered documents show that the students and teachers of the organization adore him fanatically. According to currently known intelligence, a formidable number of the students that graduated from CSC have joined numerous groups of interest across the world, including the Foundation. The Foundation should keep an eye on the Foundation personnel that graduated from the organization and employ necessary surveillance measures in secret. Okay, so first one I will look through is the one that was already mentioned.
Fair enough.
Okay, this is written weird, but alright. Describing the SCP-CN009 practice test.
Practice test?
Yeah. Name, Q, Kui, number, level 3 clearance, school, SCP Foundation Site CN21, Information and Intelligence Department. Maximum mark, 100 time allotted, 60 minutes. 1. What is the item number used by the SCP Foundation to refer to this anomalous object? This anomalous number out of the SCP-CN objects contained by the SCP Foundation's Chinese branch is 009. The SCP item's number is SCP-CN009. Wait, so these are questions that describe the SCP. Oh my god. That's funny. I like this. Okay, alright. Alright. 2. Using the information available to you, determine CN009's object class. Oh, it also looks like it shows how many people got it right. Like 3 out of 15, 1 out of 3. Stuff like that. Oh, okay. SCP-CN009 does not possess sapience, intelligence, or sentience. Appear to. In reality, the object possesses a certain degree of reading and independent thinking ability, but as it is still in development phase, the object can only read information pertaining to it. Also, the info hazardous effect on 009 is limited to textual descriptions of 009 and will not change the basic meaning of the affected text. As such, it does not possess an excessive degree of info hazard risk. When answering questions, please answer as simply as possible, as overly complex answers may lead to the object not being able to find the important points, which may lead to unnecessary lost marks. What was crossed out? The danger posed by 009's anomalies is low, so the object has been classified as safe. 0 out of 10. Oh no. This note and the above two notes prove that 009 has a degree of sentient intelligence. It is suggested to raise the object class to Euclid. You should first try to understand the material well before answering, and only answer once your thoughts are clear. Alright, correction. When 009's anomalous qualities present low danger, later examination revealed that the object possesses a degree of sentience and intelligence. To be strict, it should be after being reminded by the object itself. 009's object class has been raised from safe to Euclid on May 6, 2009. 3. What are the special containment procedures enacted for 009? The risk posed by 009's anomalous properties is extremely low. 0.5 out of 1. How does half a person get it wrong? Wait a minute. Avoid using words like extremely answers. Why does this feel like my English teacher? When not being tested, 009 is to be kept in a locked standard containment locker. It's like CN21, a soft material padding on the interior. 009 has not shown abnormal hardness, indestructibility, or autonomous repair ability. Also, 009's constituent material is primarily ordinary glass. 009 is fragile. In addition, when 009 is broken, it will die and lose its anomalous qualities. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
No shit. I think there's very few SCPs that when they die, they still have their anomalous abilities. When moving or testing 009, please be careful not to damage SCP-CN-009. On March 4th, 2012, Foundation Level 3 Agent Liu He, transporting 009, slipped on a wet floor while distracted, causing 009 to leave his hands for 1 minute, 52 seconds. Luckily, he caught 009 while falling and protected it from damage. While 009 was not damaged as a result of this, the object wishes that the Foundation personnel would be more diligent and careful in their work and would like for such incidents to not happen again. I like this SCP. He criticizes the Foundation.
My goodness. Well, you're a serpent's hand. Doesn't it make sense that you would like them?
Yeah. 3-1 Alternate Practice Update 009 Special Containment Procedures based on its root classification in Euclid. Answer. Since 009's object class has been raised, the containment procedures have been amended to include all documents infected by 009, save for this one, are to be contained in low security anomalous object storage at Site CN21. Oh dear God! Okay, so it's footnote 9. Let me go down to footnote 9. Alright. Jesus Christ. Longest footnote I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. That's a footnote?
Yes. It stands to mention that there are 129 such documents, of which the SCP Foundation possesses 54, one of which remains updated. The Global Coalition possesses 15, none of which remain updated. The St. Christina College media student and creator of 009, Mother and her friends possesses the remaining 60 documents, 59 of which remain updated. Of these documents are of importance to the Foundation and are listed below. The first is an essay describing 009 written on March 10, 2009 by a student, Xiao Sufan, currently 12, living in Xianyang District, Beijing, and attending an elementary school affiliated with Beijing Normal University. This document led to the discovery of the anomalous properties of 009, by the Foundation and its first 009 infected document to be seized by the Foundation. As the document is no longer being updated by 009, the document is no longer being monitored. It is now in permanent storage in Site CN21 West Wing, closed security, anomalous item storage warehouse, row 9, Unit 4, locker 560. Jesus! Couldn't you just say it's in a goddamn locker?
They could, but would they?
Sorry.
This is a Foundation.
This is a long name for one locker. The second is a document written by Mother, the creator of 009, used to test whether SCP-CN009 is able to fulfill the specifications of creating anomalous documents. She evidently succeeded on March 9th, 2009. His mother was on vacation in Beijing. 009 was left behind at a ticketing counter at the Palace Museum. 4 hours and 49 minutes later, 009 was discovered and taken home by the above-mentioned Xiao Sufan. All the above actions did not cause any physical damage to 009. These incidents must be prevented and the violators punished. While Mother was unable to retrieve 009 before it was taken into containment by the SCP Foundation and kept secret from the public, 009 is still capable of using its anomalous effects to communicate with Mother. Okay, the one thing I hate about this translation is that they got rid of the periods. This bothers me.
Well, they're doing their best.
Yeah, it's fair.
But I have to say, Mother doesn't sound like a very good mother.
Anyways, rest assured that for her safety, 009 will not reveal any information about the SCP Foundation to her. Of course, also for her safety, 009 will not reveal any information about the Mother to the Foundation. Currently, result of discussion with Mother about whether it is possible for 009 to escape containment, storage, and protection of the SCP Foundation is that it would be too difficult and cause excessive and unnecessary losses to both sides. As such, 009 will remain in the care of the SCP Foundation. Mother has allowed this information to be given to the SCP Foundation. Finally, the third is to document a description of the item, number, object class, special containment procedures, and anomalous qualities of 009 written by the Chinese branch of the SCP Foundation, as it is difficult for 009 to simultaneously alter all documents affected by 009. After careful consideration, 009 itself has decided not to update the remaining 53 documents under Foundation control. Please be understanding. Okay. My god, that's the longest fucking footnote I've ever read. Alright, back to the SCP. A record and inspection of all affected documents is to be carried out regularly, with a focus on whether the information is altered or reducted. If any anomaly is noticed or any affected document is to be reported. All 009-1 produced by 009 are to be treated as unreliable. Minus 10 points. Please be understanding. Wait, wouldn't that just be a double negative, which makes it a positive? What?
Just remember, the SCP is trying its best.
I'm not wrong, right? That's what I remember.
Two negatives do make a positive, but they're probably trying to say, it's minus 20 now. Like I said, please be understanding. Don't be a little shit.
Alright.
Also, when it comes to adding and subtracting, two negatives still make a negative.
Yeah. Alright, 4. Based on currently known information, describe CN009's external appearance and anomalous qualities. Answer. 1. CN009 is a transparent sphere of radius 5.3 centimeters, massing 23.5 grams. Testing has shown that it is made of 100% regular glass, and its physical and chemical properties do not show any anomalies. 2. Relevant tests indicate that the object possesses a degree of information alteration. When a document describing an object is created, it will automatically be altered within 24 hours into a document titled correctly describing XXX, where XXX is the name of the writer uses to refer to 009 practice test. In the format of an examination, the description and question styles will still present some degree of content variation. The contents can be divided into 3 sections: questions, answers, and comments. Questions. The content that appears after 009 affects an object consisting of the information related to 009, split into 4 themes, which are formatted as questions. After the questions, 009 will add a weightage in marks depending on the difficulty of the question. Answers the original content prior to 009, modifying the document appearing below. For questions, this content is not significantly altered in meaning and is presented with either an I'm guessing it's number/number. The 3 dots is supposed to...
that would mean it's either divided.
Oh, it says
answer or
it says
answer.
right here in parentheses what it is: before/therefore, or answer format. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. I should have read ahead. Anyways,
what does that mean?
I think what this is because /therefore, because it's right after it's in parentheses saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but I nod.
Yeah. Corrections and comments after CN009 has finished altering information. A large number of explanatory comments -1 refers to as corrections and comments will manifest within 24 hours. Regardless of the document's format, -1 will be written without punctuation and in italics. With its font size dependent on the original size of the text, the content of -1 may be adjective corrections to incorrect or missing information in the original document's description of 009. As the format is not complete, the object has several missing components and has no way to add punctuation in these comments. Based on efficiency concerns, punctuation marks will be named where there is a strong enough need for their presence. All other punctuation marks have been replaced with spaces or omitted. Please be understanding. Of note is that in a very few -1009 displays a subjective conscience and personality and is able to express its thoughts on the foundation. However, the veracity of -1 has not yet been confirmed. Active attempts to communicate with 009 have failed. It is currently still under investigation whether 009 possesses sapience. Congratulations on completing this test. Your score in this test is 62.5 out of 100. You are on the border of passing and failing. Put in a little more work. Fuck you. Test...
I think it's both sentient and sassy.
Yeah. Test setter. Automatic test setter / grader. Now known as 009. Test version beta 0.1. Updates have been stopped as of March 9, 2009. Development and design support, St. Christina College, CC, Media Student AL. Mother, now known as Person of Interest CN 9807. Notice the object's functionality is not yet complete and may be flawed. Please do not take the object as a personal belonging. If a test is required, please find AL at CC Media Department. Year, data expunged, class data expunged. More questions formats are being made. As from March 9th, 2009, the automatic question setting and grading device is no longer in possession of Mother. The development of this project is delayed indefinitely. As such, the above information is no longer accurate. In addition, the 2 data expunge in the above section have been added by the Foundation. The object does not know the whereabouts of Mother and as such cannot offer corrections. Please be understanding.
Oh.
Okay, so far...
They're abandoned?
Yes.
Don't make something sentient and then fucking abandon it.
So far the college isn't that bad. Compared to the other colleges. Especially the Roman one.
They literally abandoned something after giving it sentience.
So we got a bunch here. Alright. So we got 2 more to look at. Oh, great, there's a UIU file.
Whee!
Oh, wait, there's 2 UIU files. Oh, that poor group. Alright. Item SCP-CN-1188. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 1188 itself cannot be contained. Containment operations are jointly undertaken by Site CN-71 and Site CN-91, of which Site CN-71 is to manage communication with St. Christina College and track down the personnel responsible for manufacturing CN-1188, while Site CN-91 is responsible for disposing of 1188 instances on the campus grounds of major universities throughout China, including the destruction of thaumaturgical sigils within waste management facilities and anesthetization of civilians who have come in contact with 1188, suppression of online evidence of the anomaly, and neutralizing 1188 entities in action. Both sites are to pay close attention to whether 1188 manifests in new university campuses. Oh. Description: SCP-CN-1188 is a series of objects capable of autonomous locomotion, typically composed of a paper box no smaller than 30 by 30 by 15 centimeters, and 2 mobile legs. Oh, that sounds cute. All 1188 instances have a smiley face drawn on the box. 1188 only manifests in school dormitories that are currently in use. Surveillance reveals that 1188 instances spontaneously compose themselves from boxes and other waste left at recycling centers or trash bins. Smiley face appears only after composition. The legs have been found to be composed of socks, shoes, cardboard tubes, coat hangers, lamps, folding umbrellas, and rolled up sheets of paper. Among others, the legs do not necessarily need to be made of the same material. When moving, the legs imitate the gait of a human. If any part of 1188 is damaged, the entire instance will lose all anomalous properties. 1188 will autonomously proceed to the institute's parcel distribution centers, such as the post office, self-collection box, or delivery drop-off point, retrieve a parcel, and bring it to the door of a student's dormitory for collection. When 1188 collects a parcel from a self-collection box, no passcode, physical key, or other verification is required, and the door will automatically open. 1188 will receive the object and leave. If the box is located too high off the ground, multiple 1188 instances will form a stack to reach the parcel. When encountering delivery personnel or faculty members, they will believe that 1188 is a student themselves or a proxy and allow the instance to collect the object. Likewise, when passing through the dormitory security personnel will believe 1188 to be a student and allow it to pass. 1188 will wait at the door of the dormitory for recipients before handing over the contents of the parcel. All delivery packaging will be collected by the 1188 instance. This may be to create further instances of 1188. The packaging is removed through an unknown process while the parcel is within 1188's box. I want a pet one of these. These just sound adorable.
I was literally muted and deafened, so I did not hear.
Wait, oh my gosh, how much should
That's why I said at 6:40 that I'm muted and deafened. So everything you read for a minute, I could not hear.
What was the last you heard?
It cannot be contained in all the socks and other things.
Oh, like where it says that its legs are made out of socks?
Yeah, socks, paper, other things.
Okay. Alright, when moving, the legs imitate the gait of a
Sounds
human.
basically like a box with weird legs.
Yeah. Moving the legs imitate the gait of a human. If any part of 1188 is damaged, the entire instance will lose all anomalous properties. 1188 will autonomously proceed to the Institute's parcel distribution center, such as the post office, self-collection box, or delivery drop-off point, Retrieve a parcel and bring it to the door of a student's dormitory for collection. When 1188 collects a parcel from the self-collection box, no passcode, physical key, or other verification is required, and the door will automatically open. 1188 will receive the object and leave. If the box is located too high off the ground, multiple 1188 instances will form a sag to reach the parcel. When encountering delivery personnel or faculty members, they will believe that 1188 is a student themselves or a proxy and allow the instance to collect the object. Likewise, when passing through the dormitory security personnel will believe 1188 to be a student and allow it to pass. 1188 will wait at the door of the dormitory for the recipient before handing over the contents of the parcel. All delivery packaging will be collected by the 1188 instance. This may be to create further instances of 1188. Packaging is removed through an unknown process while the parcel is within 1188's box. Like I said, I want to pet one of these.
That's fair.
Yeah, if 1188 is removed from its usual path, it'll lose all anomalous properties and the smiley face drawn on the box will disappear. And here's the smiley face right here.
Yeah.
1188 was...
what's used to animate it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I said, it's probably cute. And for some reason, the MTF just says that... Apparently, if MTF sees it, they're apparently supposed to shoot them. So it says they're supposed to be neutralized. And neutralize 1188 in season action.
That's fair, but why do they need to neutralize it? It's harmless. They're so cute. I mean, what are they gonna do? Kick with their sock legs?
Yeah. Oh, we still got more information.
Like, batarang them with their paper bag body?
Alright, 1188 was first discovered at several universities in Hong Kong. Within the following few days, 1188 instances were found to have appeared in various universities as well as middle and high schools equipped with dormitories. From the southeastern coastal areas of mainland China to landlocked provinces in central China. Various online forums reported sightings of the anomaly as new delivery robots. The Foundation rapidly began forced deletion and misinformation campaigns, administered amnestics to involved personnel, investigation of various major educational institutions, discovering that thaumaturgical sigil had been drawn in near invisible ink near various recycling centers, and there's the image right there. It is thought that this thaumaturgical sigil is responsible for the creation and animation of 1188. Further investigation indicated that 1188's mass proliferation may be related to the graduation project undertaken by several members of St. Christina's College School of Environmental Protection. This association was investigated, revealing that the anomaly had been tested on the campus grounds of St. Christina College and various other veiled universities in Hongqing. As the anomaly was not destructive or otherwise threatening, investigation of anomalous locations and people in Hongqing was particularly difficult. The initial trials of the project had gone unnoticed by the Foundation and the Skywall Maintenance Committee. After anomaly's range expanded into baseline reality, that is the left phase, the Foundation immediately dispatched personnel embedded in St. Christina's College to investigate and retrieve the project plan for 1188, which is produced below. Box carriers using delivery packaging and other refuse to facilitate delivery by St. Christina College of Environmental Protection, class of 2020 redacted, Liam redacted, Wong redacted, Wong redacted, Hui redacted, Yu redacted. Preface: in modern times, people's daily lives are producing more and more waste, and even with the promotion of waste sorting and other work in the area, the management and reuse of such waste remains ineffective. As such, we wish to improve the situation from the perspective of students and make a contribution to the reuse of waste products. Project overview, we have developed a system using thaumaturgy to animate, use delivery packaging, and other components, creating a box courier that can help students retrieve their packages. Box couriers will be automatically constructed by sigils at refuse collection points, retrieve parcels, and remove their packaging, and then proceed to the recipient's dormitory to deliver the parcel. The removed packaging is used to strengthen the box of the box courier. If the box does not require strengthening, the packaging can also be used to generate a new box courier. The parts used for locomotion can be composed of most kinds of refuse and are currently designed to imitate a human walking gait, such as disposed socks and shoes are prioritized. Theoretical basis, we are using knowledge gained from our thaumaturgy and materials science units to carry out this project. When constructing the sigil, we elected to use jagged lines representing circulation and arcs representing activity to support the box courier's cycle path. Waste collection points, parcel collection, dormitory, waste collection point. Smiley face in the center of the sigil interferes with the ordinary perception of civilians and students. The recoil from this thaumaturgy is used to remove, and to a certain degree, damage the parcel's delivery packaging while it is inside the box. To ensure the sigils remain secret and are not damaged, we have used redacted ink to draw them. In addition, we have placed a brush designed to automatically draw the sigil inside the recycling station, and added redacted grams of waste product into the ink to further strengthen its connection with refuse. Implementation, we intend to trial the box couriers with St. Christina College to gain information to be used to improve the sigil and the program behavior of the box couriers. Following this, we intend to expand the project to educational institutions throughout Hongqing, and in all major universities in China in the left phase, and a Mary King in the right phase. We decided to focus on school campuses first, as they tend to have delivery distribution centers where parcels need to be collected. In addition, route planning for the box couriers is simpler. If trials in schools are successful, we intend to slowly expand into residential estates and elsewhere in cities. Project progress. The project has been implemented in some schools in both phases, and coverage is currently being expanded. The retrieval behavior of the box couriers is currently being improved, especially the collection of parcels from elevated locations. In addition, the behavior of the box couriers when significantly damaged is being improved. Currently, when damaged, the thaumaturgical effect will immediately be dispelled, creating more waste. We are currently attempting to establish a thaumaturgical repair process. However, the response when the box couriers go off-route is currently being discussed. We are considering adding the ability to hold a simple conversation so that the users are able to more easily understand its use. Following this, the Foundation established relations to the faculty at St. Christina College and requested to know information on the students involved or hold a discussion with them. However, the faculty refused to cooperate in containment operations or provide relevant information, stating that the project did not pose any threat and its anomalous properties were covered up by the thaumaturgy used. As such, the Foundation was forced to use secret means to investigate the students involved. Following discussion of the Skywall Maintenance Committee, 1188 instances in Hongqing in the right phase have been deemed a not required containment. Yet you still shoot them if you see them!
Yeah.
In this article, the Foundation are the bad guys, while the colleges isn't.
I don't know.
I mean, think about it, the college was protecting the students. Like, it refused to give that information to them.
Well, yeah, but the students had made something unknown.
True,
And the college is kind of like encouraging them to do that and hiding it.
yeah, well, the best part about it is that it uses thrown away waste to craft itself.
That's true.
So that does help the environment.
It does, and it's so adorable. It's hard to not like that.
Okay, also, from what I saw in 009, it was actually a student from the college, not the college itself, because the mother was a student.
Yeah.
So I can't fully blame the college for the abandonment, because the college does have most of the documents produced.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, the college Told them to make something, right?
Maybe? Hold on. I forgot where it said anything about how many. Okay, probably right here. Where's Oh, wait, hold on. I know how to do this. Okay, so hold on. It's Control F, right? Yeah. ST. Actually, it might be better if I do this. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Updated St. Christina College student creator of 009 and her friends possesses the remaining 60 documents, 59 of which remain updated. Of these 3 documents are importance of the Foundation, well... See. So, yeah. Alright. Just check that real quick. And... Alright. Now, last SCP connected to it. SCP-CN-999. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. All SCP-CN-999 currently contained by the Foundation have been neutralized. Oh, well, okay. That's great. It's
So we're gonna read about a dead SCP?
Well, only the ones that have been currently contained by the Foundation.
Okay.
Its text contents are now archived in Site CN71's high security document library. Any retrieved active 999 should be contained at Site CN71's high value containment region. It's now forbidden to conduct any testings on the item's properties. If new text content are discovered, they should be documented and archived immediately. At present, the Foundation's artificial intelligence will automatically scan personal information of all newly joined Foundation members and mark personnel with their personal information over 80% matching Forms 999 as Factor C carrier. Personnel transfers and possession arrangements related to Factor C carriers should prioritize reference to documents CN999-C to minimize possibilities of Factor C carriers leaking Foundation confidential information. Description: SCP-CN999 is an A4 double-sided print totaling 10 pages of texture, same as normal white office paper. Its cover has the picture of a silhouette resembling that of a typical pigeon. Clumpa. Oh, right here. Guess that's what that is. Spreading its wings in the title, Spreading Your Wings, Finding Your Advanced Career Path. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, it definitely is. That's the SCP. 999's main content is the brief description of some anomaly-related groups across the world. Such description will contain a common logo of the group and briefly describe the group's history and properties. That's worth mentioning is that the bottom of this such description is a row labeled Available Positions, which describes several positions that match the group's properties and what is expected to be the number of positions available for that job. Except for the first page being a manual describing of the usage of the item, every page of 999 has contained the description of 5 anomalous groups of interest, totaling 45 groups of interest for the whole book. Oh, and there's an example right there.
Yeah.
Oh god, not plug soft.
Plug soft?
I think that was... Yeah, that's the one we put in Neutral Evil, the video game.
Oh.
Yeah, not plug soft. Only 4... Yeah. It's 5 groups, only 4 or 5 groups of interest in the whole book. Every received 999 was accompanied with an A4 size form document referred to as -1 and a series of tests Such document has shown excellent waterproof, fireproof, and testing qualities. The form of -1 requires to fill in a series of personal information in the group of interests and position that the applicant is going to apply for. The anomalous properties of 999 will show after the applicant has signed in -1's signature column. The handwriting filled in on the item will automatically disappear after signing. A time and location will appear on a specific place on the item's backside in forms of English. The location mentioned will usually be the empty room of area between 6 to 8 square meters, the closest to the item. The time mentioned will usually be 30 to 120 minutes after the form is signed. What is worth noting, the follow-up -1 anomalous effects can only be triggered when the applicants have filled in correct personal information on -1 and not a prisoner nor having a paid full-time position at any corporations or organizations. Otherwise, after the handwriting has disappeared, the specific location at its back will only show the phrase "error, personal information does not match," or "error, has stable position." Written in traditional Chinese, while the applicant satisfying the conditions have signed their name on -1, if applicant can reach the specified location at a specified time, all living humanoids in the room, except for the applicant, will be moved outside the room via unknown means, and cannot interrupt the room in any room during the whole interview. A human of the same appearance with one of the group's high-ranking figure, wearing the group's representative clothing, will appear in the room and have a conversation with the applicant. According to records of surveillance equipment in the room, the two's conversation is highly representative of interviews of normal job application. According to the outcome of the interview, one of the two situations below will occur. If the applicant passes the interview, he will shake hands with the interviewer, generate a strong white light enough to blind for 3 seconds, and disappear along with the interviewer after the white light fades away. In about 30% of the experiments, Foundation personnel can find the applicant at the applied position in respective groups of interests. More often, the applicant has gone missing thereafter. If the applicant cannot pass the interview, the interviewer will express regret over the matter, forcibly move the applicant outside the room by unknown methods, and then disappear. After this, the applicant cannot trigger -1 again. Addendum SCP-CN 999-A. Video recording of an interview generated by -1. This addendum is a transcription of the 4th trigger test on -1 conducted by the Foundation. Also, the first successful test in triggering of -1. The 3 former tests have failed due to mismatching personal information of applicant being a prisoner as a Class C personnel, and applicant being an employee of the Foundation respectively. As other groups of interest are involved, the experiment subject was arranged to fill in and trigger -1 in the Hong Kong branch of Front Organization Standard Carrying Project. To prevent possible leak of confidential information, the message written on the back side of -1 asks the experiment subject to attend the interview 15 minutes later in an empty meeting room of the company. The following is a record of events that happened after the experiment subject entered the meeting room. Experiment subject D, 1851, originally named Lu Ying Long, being framed in a case of espionage and sentenced to death for a crime of treason, then listed as Class C personnel by the Foundation through standard procedures. For the progression of the test, the subject's charge was revoked by the local government through political relationships, and his monthly execution exempted, such that he became a clean-free personnel. Applying organization, unusual incidents unit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Applying position, junior detective. That's a very unfortunate place they chose.
Oh.
That is very unfortunate. Start a vlog. Interviewee walks into the room. The video record appears frozen for at least then a second. After turning back to normal, the personnel originally operating the filming equipment in the room disappears. A humanoid of appearance and voice, same as UIU Senior Detective Carl Bellick, Indicated as interviewer below, wearing a black suit, appears in the center of the room behind a rectangular desk. Interviewer in Cantonese. Hello, Mr. Liu. I'm the senior agent of Operation Wing. Also, an assistant for the Human Resources Department for now. Call me Carl. Please take a seat. Interviewee. Hello. Which was English, now in Cantonese. Hello, Mr. Carl. Interviewee sits on the chair in front of the interviewer. Actually, you don't need to be surprised, Mr. Liu. As a detective mastering multiple mainstream languages are our basics. Now, can you please give a brief self-introduction? I'm Liu Yinglong, graduated in Shanghai University with a Bachelor of Civil Law. After graduation, I worked as a legal advisor in Dai Ping Biscuit Factory, just as what I wrote on the records of past experience, dealing with legal issues of the company, mainly about intellectual properties. Then because of coincidences and framing, I was put in prison for a few months. Then the prison staff introduced me to this job. Although I was a graduate of laws, but I was also a military academy for a few years and kept on training after leaving it. So I think I'm good enough for a detective's job in the terms of fitness and gunnery technique, and I'm familiar with the Chinese civil and criminal laws, so I can prove assistance when your department requires such knowledge. This is about all for my case. Alright. I'll ask you a few questions then. First of all, Mr. Liu, you seem to have a crime of treason, then revoked. Interesting. Are you alright talking about it? Yes. When I was a legal advisor, I was mainly dealing with issues about intellectual property. God knows which idiot who told me to handle the patent of the new product, the amnesia biscuit, but putting the whole formula and production process aside, was more bullshit. My secretary was switched into another wearing a human face mask, since I don't know when, and ran away real fast, leaving me being caught, and a crime of treason forced onto me. God knows how the fuck me being a staff of a small company would commit treason. And only recently from the jail came and told me I was proven to be innocent, and then introduced me to this job. As an American government employee, I don't know how they thought of this. You seem to be surprised by this. As you see, we are an official organization of the United States of America. Oh, American! I think there's a translation error. It's supposed to be America. So the previous SCP where it says American, I think it was supposed to be America.
Oh my god!
That's funny.
American.
Oh my god. And if it weren't for a special occasion, you wouldn't even have the chance to get an interview. Joining us, it means that you would have to work for the United States of America. And if necessary, you would have to be an enemy to your home country. So you're gonna go on for this junior detective even so. America? Yes. I don't have any returns, would I? If I don't come for this job, I'll probably be put back in jail and take a bullet. I don't know when. For now, it's alright. Home country or not. Our organization
Warning. Do
Jesus.
not follow the great Dr. Bright on Twitch. Worst mistake imaginable. I repeat, do
Are you
not
okay?
follow the great Dr.
His
Bright
voice
on
scared
Twitch.
me because the follow alert. But thank you so much, Shane, for the follow. Anyways.
Should I tell Hatchet that his voice scared you?
If you want, but he's probably asleep.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Man, I'm kind of exhausted.
oh no. You okay?
Yeah, I just had a slightly longer shift today, and it ended with all the children from the college and the nearby high school all emptying out in work.
Ow.
So I think it's less due to work and more due to all my fear running around all at once everywhere.
Fair enough. Alright, anyways. So, back to the SCP at hand. Our organization is different than other departments whatsoever. The threats we face are unimaginably strange. You may end up in stomach juice of a scary big lizard, or you're right even so. Heh, it won't be any stranger than what I saw in the biscuit factory. Then it's decided. Welcome to the Unusual Incidents Unit. You're hired. Eh? What? Is that all? No going back and wait for notification, nothing? This is all. The wage and date to start working, we will discuss later. And now, reaching his hand towards the interviewee. Welcome to our big family, Mr. Wu. Thank you, Mr. Carl. I'm both surprised and happy. Alright. Interviewee shook hands with the interviewer, both of them generating a strong light of brightness over 300,000 lumens. The strong light fades after 3 seconds, but the interviewer disappeared. End of log. Afterward, after the Experiment Foundation has inquired the Unusual Incidents Unit, and has received the response that there are no such newly joined unit detective named Liu Yinglong, inquires to the Human Resource Database of UIU, has not retrieved any results, but UIU Senior Detective Carl Bellick has also said that he had no experience with interviewing Liu or any others. As the interviewer in the record has claimed to work for the United States of America, after ruling out possible problems of pronunciation error, it is suspected this Carl Bellick, an interview possibly comes from a parallel universe. Oh. Oh, okay. So they don't stay in the same universe. Interesting. Addendum SCP-CN999-B. After the Foundation has successfully retrieved 999, its content about the Foundation and its 11th page have drawn the Foundation's attention. After the third experiment concerning applying to the Foundation's position using -1 have succeeded, the portion of the optional item description concerning the existence of the Foundation was edited and archived under the order of the site supervisor. All staffs that have accessed the document in the period had undergone memory alteration to remove the memories related to the portion of the item concerning the existence of the Foundation. After a comparison was conducted between the records of the experiment subjects and Foundation personnel, file library, approximately 5% of Foundation employees were discovered to have personal information highly similar to that of the experiment subjects, and that they have shared such common characteristics. Birth year not earlier than January 1st, 1974, born in or had lived in Asia for more than 6 years, and lived or are now living in Hong Kong, China, or had experiences of traveling to Hong Kong for a period longer than a month, have an outstanding talent or performance on jobs related to the Foundation's mission, had studied at St. Christina College. The Foundation had inquired St. Christina College concerning this, but there have not been any responses. On the day after inquiry, all -1 contained by the Foundation have lost their anomalous properties and confirmed to be neutralized. However, due to the possibility of similar publication being reprinted by St. Christina College and generating new Foundation employees, the item had preserved its original object class. Currently, the experiment subject's personal records and aforementioned characteristics have been compiled into Form CN999 for ease of identifying Factor C carriers. Details concerning personnel transfers related to Factor C carriers are in document 999-C. Wait, so this is just after you graduate, they just give you this to apply for a job in an anonymous agency.
You know what? I give up. The school's good.
Yeah, this isn't really a threat. You're just getting a job. Though some organizations, such as Plugsoft, Chaos Insurgency, Rush Carter Dark, I'm not sure it's a good idea.
It's just a good college. I give up. They protect their students. They teach their students.
I think
I give
lawful.
up.
I think lawful good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they do follow the law.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I wanted to hate them, but I give up.
Probably because they were a school and the other schools were horrible.